Hey, what's going on, guys? Gdoggcasey here with my buddy Matt, casting some more StarCraft 2 action from the Chobo Team League. This is a Week 6 matchup between Team All Inspiration and Team Unrivaled. And I'll start off by introducing first at the top right corner of Nimbus, Team All Inspiration's purple Zerg player, PsyRex.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our blue Terran player for Team Unrivaled, lolretrorat. So, a TVZ matchup here. We haven't done this week, I don't think.
I think we had one earlier, actually. I just can't really remember off the top of my head. The games just sort of blend together. But it's definitely one of my favorite matchups to cast here, the classic humans versus aliens. And in this specific case, we're rooting for the aliens. We want to see PsyRex pull off a nice game here. If you remember, I believe it was last week's cast where PsyRex found himself in one of the most epic base races I've ever seen in my life. And, you know, I like PsyRex. I consider him a good online buddy, but he kind of threw that game pretty hard.
Yeah,
so we'll see
the
if he
positioning of his mutas, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see if he can come back here. With this early drone scout, it looks like he just wants to quickly find out where lolretrorat is, and as soon as his overlord finds out it's not top left. Oh, he just wanted to check that. That's interesting. He just checked the watchtower here to see any sort of scouting SCVs, I guess. Where is he going?
He's going all over the place. But we have barracks and gas, so we're looking like a Reaper opening from our Terran player. And we have a hatchery first from PsyRex.
Mm-hmm.
And gas.
I think he's actually scouting for some proxy racks here. He may have had some intel on retrorat. Maybe he thought he was going to go for a quick proxy play. He's actually going for a third. Is he going for a third? Is he going to go 3 base? Okay, I don't know what he's doing with this drone. It's freaking me out, though. He needs to decide what he wants to do. Because that gas is finished, and then the pool goes down. Okay.
Yeah. So, really early gas and pool after the hatchery. What does that tell you?
Well, he's probably going to go for some speedlings, and we'll see if he wants to pull out of gas once he gets 100 to just stick with the speedlings, or if he wants to stick with it and go for a baneling bust. And the thing is, though, with this Reaper almost on its way out here, when it scouts that gas, he's going to be ready for a baneling bust, or at least he should be. So we'll have to see, though. I like it when Zerg players go for early gas because it just makes for a little bit more of an exciting opening. But he could be putting himself in a little bit of trouble here because he doesn't. Oh yeah, well, wait, he does have the natural now, but we'll see what he decides. And he's going over 100 gas.
So with more than 100 gas, that means well,
he's waiting for the 100 minerals. He's going to start the speed soon. I hope. Not sure. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, we got the expansion going down for retrorat, as well as a reactor on the barracks, which is very standard. Where is that Reaper? Oh, it's got the wrong position first. He's actually going in the complete wrong direction. So PsyRex has some time here to get what he wants done. He's got 200 gas now, and he hasn't spent any of it yet. I'm not sure what the idea behind this is, if he wants to get that speed or not. Because right now he's just droning up his natural now. Roachhorn.
Very quick Roachhorn.
Yeah, this looks similar to what we saw with Nexlux last game. So he could be going for like a quick Roach attack. And now he's getting speed. So it looks like he's going to be doing the same thing Nexlux was doing, but this time incorporating that Zergling speed, which is going to help a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work, though, with this wall off that we have here for retrorat and the factory already on the way out.
These lings are just getting picked off one by this Reaper.
He's trying to lure that Reaper into the main here to get taken out by that Queen. Another ling goes down.
And 3 kills.
Yeah, we got 6 roaches in production. He's actually, this is a little bit more refined. I think Nexlux's might have hit a little bit earlier, but this one is going to have a higher amount of roaches. And also, I don't think it's been scouted. It hasn't been scouted at all by retrorat. So this is going to give Psy a little bit of an advantage here in terms of, like, surprise.
Yeah, and Hellion's being built, so no defensive Widow Mines or anything like that for these roaches that are going to eventually make their way across the map. Although this Hellion's in a good position that if he were just to move up the ramp to his death, he would see the massive roaches already being produced.
Yeah, and these roaches need to move out. We actually have a baneling nest as well being built behind this. So a tiny amount of drones at the natural, followed up by some speedlings and maybe even some banelings. These roaches are not moving out. Where did that Reaper die?
Yeah, that Reaper did exactly what I said and went up the ramp to his death and realized all of the roaches. So we have 8 roaches and a Zergling.
The one Zergling. Oh no, there's a number of them now. So this
Okay,
attack actually looks a little bit scary here. PsyRex could do some decent damage. The Baneling Nest is going to finish just in time. So we could see a Baneling bus go through the supply depot, although the supply depot just lowered itself. These Hellions are going to maybe poke out here, and they're going to see what's going on. And the medevac actually loads up and boosts out as well. So that's not really the best idea for Retrorat here because he's not going to have those Marines at home to protect against this attack like he's going to need. He might turn it around now, actually, because he can get a little bit of damage done. But
the depot's down. Are they going to get in? There's some Banelings.
A little bit of a micro mishap here for PsyRex. The Banelings aren't able to connect. I don't think he has that setting for the Banelings to attack buildings set, but he does break through, and he's got a large number of roaches and lings in here. He's going to do a ton of damage. This drop... Uh-oh. The BM... This drop is being taken care of by one queen. And that's going to be it. So Retrorat GG's out of this game. He's a little bit upset about that. Really all that happened there was that he moved his drop at like the worst possible time, and it just allowed PsyRex to just move in.
Yeah, those Hellions got caught out just as the roaches were making their way into that in towards the natural. He did manage to get his depot up and have a Hellion inside trying to hammer away while those Banelings took out the supply depot, but it was just too little of a defense and too much swarm.
Yeah, and it really just comes down to scouting too. Like he's got this third command center built that if he would have sent that Reaper in and looked around, he would have seen the early roach, he would have seen the Baneling, and he would have seen the gas most importantly, which would have indicated an early attack, and then he maybe would not have built this command center and maybe built a second barracks or something instead. But either way, hopefully, you know, Retrorat will come back and see this game and realize that it's not actually the game's fault. And it just takes a little tweaking in your playstyle to be able to defend something like this. Because if he does defend this, then PsyRex is very far behind in terms of income. So it would have been a better game for him.
So very good game by both players. Another win up on the board for All Inspiration. And look forward to the next game, guys.
Yeah, and I've checked this out. This is the last game before the ace match that we have casted here, and PsyRex's win here brings it to a tie. 4-4 is the score, so the ace match will decide the winner of this week. And we are getting close to playoff time here, so All Inspiration really needs to win as many as they can here to make sure they secure a spot in the playoffs. So stay tuned, guys. We'll bring you the ace match coming shortly.
Cheers.